Hello, hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, teacher.
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hello, girls. All right. You guys, remember that, hi. Remember that when you guys connect to the classroom, lembrem-se de quando vocês se conectarem à aula, mantenham o microfone desligado já desde o início, porque às vezes vocês falam no ambiente onde vocês estão e as aulas estão gravadas e monitoradas pela prefeitura, tá? Então fica tudo gravado que vocês falam, tá bom? Alright, you guys. So let's start today's class, alright? Did you guys do the activities? Did you guys do the homework? Yeah? How come? Como assim?
Eu não fiz também, teacher.
Absurd. Que absurdo. All right, so you guys, this exercise, all right, you guys have to do it for homework. Okay, don't forget to do it. And then send it to me so that I can correct it. Mandem a foto para eu corrigir, por favor. Okay, don't forget. Next thing, próxima coisa é, don't forget to listen to the audios as many times as you can, all right? Just stop when you see that you understand. Só parem de ouvir os áudios quando vocês verem que vocês entendem o que está sendo falado, all right? Okay. All right, so let's start today's class, you guys. Let's go, let's do it. Lesson 15, please repeat.
Lesson 15.
Good.
Lesson
One more
15.
time, lesson 15.
Lesson 15.
Lesson 15.
Perfect. Very good. Okay, please repeat. Focus,
Focus.
work, and free time.
Work
And free time.
All right, work and free time. All right. Okay, so please repeat. I'm unemployed.
I'm
I'm unemployed.
Very good. I'm unemployed.
I'm
Unemployed.
Very good. What do you do in your free time?
What do
What
you
to do in your
in your free time?
Good. You guys remember that you should keep yourselves in an environment that's not with a lot of noise. Lembrem-se de não ficar em um ambiente com barulho, ok? All right. Again, what do you do in your free time?
What do you
What
do
do you do
in your
in
free
your
time?
free time?
Do you want to be here? I like to.
I
like to.
Very good. All right. I like to. What do you do?
What do you do?
What do you do?
Very good. What's your job?
What's
What's your job?
Very good. Where do you work?
Where do you
Where
work?
do you work?
Very good. What's your job like?
What's your
Do your
What's your
job
job
like?
like?
Very good. It's boring.
It's
It's boring.
What's your boring?
It's exciting.
It's exciting.
It's interesting.
It's
Interesting.
interesting.
Very good. It's full time.
It's
It's
full
full time.
It's part time.
It's part time.
Very good. All right. So, you guys, let's discuss this vocabulary. All right. All right. So the first thing that we have is I'm unemployed. I'm unemployed, right? So for example, we could say something like, I'm not working at the moment. I'm unemployed. I'm not working at the moment. I'm unemployed. Okay, do you guys understand? I'm not working at the moment. I'm unemployed. All right? Okay, if you guys have any questions, raise your hands, okay, and ask me. Next, what do you do in your free time? What do you do in your free time? Okay, so for example, what do you do in your free time? I like to, so for example, I like to watch movies and TV shows. I like to play video games. I like to play Among Us with my friends. Okay. I like to play Among Us with my friends. I like to read science fiction novels. All right? Any questions, you guys? Among Us is the name of a game, okay? If someone doesn't know, Among Us is the name of a game, okay? So I like to play this game with my friends, okay? And Among Us, do you guys know what it means? No? All right, so let's think, all right? Among is a synonym, okay? Synonym. Okay, of between. All right? So among is a synonymous of between. All right? Do you guys remember between? Yes. All right. So between is when we have two things, and something is between. Okay? So between, entre. All right? Among is the same as between, but is when we have more than two. Okay? So between is going to be used when we have two things. Okay? So for example, between, we say between you and me, for example. Between you and me, two people, right? Between you and me, And among us is when we have more than two people, okay? So between you and me, entre você e eu, right? Among us, entre nós, all right? So that's the name of the game, all right? Okay? It's like a detective sort of game. All right, continuing, I like to read science fiction novels, okay? Novels é romance. Romance não de gênero, mas de movimento, ok? Literário. All right? Okay. All right, very good. Any questions so far, you guys? No? All right, continuing. What do you do? What do you do? All right, what do you do? So let's answer this question. What do you do? I study. Okay, I study English, for example. Okay, I teach English. What do you do? Okay, I work for a language school. Okay, what do you do? I fix computers. Okay, do you guys understand? Yeah, any questions? Fix. Fix is consertar. Okay, I fix computers. All right. Anything else, you guys? No? Okay, moving on. What's your job? What's your job? What's your job? Okay, so what's your job? I'm a teacher. I'm an English teacher. I'm an engineer. I'm an accountant. Let me see. I'm a barber. I'm a doctor. And so on. All right? Do you guys know what engineer is? Very good. Engineer, engenheiro. Accountant. Do you guys know what it is? Accountant, contador. All right? Accountant, contador. Barber. Barbeiro. Very good. Doctor. Médico. All right?
Doutor.
É médico, ok? Pode ser doutor também, mas doutor em questão de doutorado, não em médico, tá?
Ah, ok.
Alright. Por exemplo, eu sou doutor em tal. I'm a doctor in. I'm a PhD in. Alright? Okay. What's your job? Next. Where do you work? Where do you work? Okay? Where do you work? So, for example, where do you work? I work in a language school. I work in a bank. I work in a hospital. I work in an office. Okay? And so on. All right? Remember that we can also use I work for. I work for a law firm, for example. I work for, eu trabalho para. Ok? Lembrem-se que nós também temos essa forma. Claro que não se encaixa perfeitamente, né? Nesse where do you work? You work. Mas lembrem-se que podemos usar essa construção também. Eu trabalho para uma firma de advocacia. Ok? Yes, you guys. Regiane just saw that everybody is in class today. Thank you so much.
Demais.
Estão todos vocês na aula, ninguém faltou. Yay! Congratulations, you guys. You're awesome.
Turma que vem 100%.
Yeah. All right. I work
Merecendo
for...
chocolate.
E o meu chocolate de ontem? Cadê? Okay. I work for a law firm. All right, let's continue. You guys are so awesome. A Julie e a Luana estão aqui na sala. All right. What's your job like? What's your job like? Okay, do you guys remember this question? What's your job like? Como é o seu trabalho? What's your job like? What's your job? Whoops, your job like? My job is very cool. I get to teach. Whoops. I get to teach a bunch of nice people and a bunch of awesome people, actually. Whoops. People. How to speak English. Okay, so what's your job like? My job is very cool. I get to teach English to a bunch of awesome people. Okay, so what's your job like? How is your job? Okay, how's your job? What's your job like? My job is really cool. It's very cool. Very cool. Ok? Muito
Meu trabalho é muito
maneiro. Muito da hora, muito maneiro. Alright? I get to teach. I get to teach. Eu tenho a oportunidade, eu consigo, eu posso. Ok? I get to teach a bunch. Monte, a bunch. Okay? A bunch is the same as a lot. A lot. Okay? A lot of awesome people. How to speak English. Yeah. Okay? I get to teach a bunch of awesome people how to speak English. Do you guys understand this sentence? Yeah? Okay. I'm talking about you guys. Eu tô falando de vocês. You're awesome, you guys. Okay. All right. So what's your job like? Okay. Right here, we have as descriptions, it's boring, it's exciting, it's interesting. I said it's very cool. Okay? You guys can describe as you want. Vocês podem escrever da forma que vocês quiserem. Alright? I could also say my job is a little overwhelming. I have to help people solve their problems. Okay, my job is a little Overwhelming. Do you guys know what this means? Huh? Do you guys know what it means? Overwhelming. It's not exactly cansativo, but desgastante. Okay. My job is a little overwhelming. I have to help people solve their problems. Eu tenho que ajudar pessoas a resolver os seus problemas. All right? I have to help people solve their problems. All right? It could be. All right? Okay, you guys, do you guys understand? Yes? Okay, let's continue then. Okay, so you guys remember full-time. What's full-time? Do you guys know what it is? Almost that. Not exactly. You get the idea, but it's another thing. Full-time.
É tipo todos os dias da semana, com uma escala maior.
Que nome que a gente dá para isso?
Eu não lembro o nome em português, mas...
Período integral.
Integral, isso.
Período integral. Okay, full-time. So if you have a full-time job, it means you work all the time, okay? All day long. Okay? Full-time significa período integral. All right? Part-time.
Alguns dias.
Meio período.
Meio período.
Okay? A part-time job é o emprego meio período. All right? All right? Questions? No? Okay, so let's continue. Do you guys want to say anything? No? Okay, so let's read the socializing spots, okay? All right, so Julie, you're going to be the little girl, and Luana, you're going to be the little boy, okay?
What do you do?
Do?
Yes, what's your job?
Oh, I work in the office.
Me too.
What kind of office? Very good. All right. Okay, let's repeat then. Please, everybody repeat with me. Socializing spots.
Socializing spot.
Very good. Okay, so please repeat. What do you do?
What do you do?
What do you do?
Very good. Do.
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 Yes, what's your job?
Yes. What's your job?
Good job.
Oh, I work in an office.
Oh, I work in office.
Me too.
Me too.
What kind of office?
What kind of?
Very good. Okay. So, you guys, did you understand the dialogue?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Please, let's practice one more time this part. In an office.
In an office.
What kind of office?
What kind of office?
What kind of office?
Very good. All right. Any questions? No?
No.
All right. Okay. So now we're going to listen to the pronunciation practice. Is that all right? Okay. So let's listen to the pronunciation practice. Pay attention. And you guys let me know if you're not listening, okay? I'm gonna play it.
Lesson 15. Work and free time.
Can you guys all hear it? Vocês todos conseguem ouvir?
Eu tô.
Yeah?
Eu também.
Yes.
Então eu estou com problema, eu vou desconectar, teacher.
Let's see.
Pronunciation practice. Listen and repeat.
You can really not listen, Danielle? Okay, let's wait for him then. Vamos esperar ele reconectar. Somebody else? Mais alguém? No? Okay, let's wait for Danielle.
Por que será que acontece isso, teacher?
I don't know. I really don't. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't understand. It never happened to me before. Like some of my friends, since we're in quarantine, já que a gente está em quarentena, sometimes I talk to my friends via Zoom and we play video games together via Zoom. And they show me like songs and stuff like that. Eles me mostram música no YouTube, things like that, and I always hear it. I don't know why. It happens. Okay, so he's not back yet. I'm going to start playing to you guys. Okay? Ele ainda não voltou, mas eu vou começar a tocar para vocês. And then, oh, there he is. All right, let's start.
Lesson 15. Work and free time. Pronunciation practice. Listen and repeat.
Can you hear, Danielle?
Your job.
Estou te ouvindo, é o som do
What's your job?
que a senhora colocou que eu não estava ouvindo. Você colocou.
Free time.
Mas está ouvindo agora?
Estou ouvindo
Alright.
você, não o som do CD.
Oh my
What?
God.
Lesson 15.
Okay, let me try something.
Pode tocar, eu coloquei o meu som aqui também no computador.
Okay, all right.
Work and free time. Pronunciation practice. Listen and repeat.
Your job.
What's your job?
Free time.
What do you do?
What do you do in your free time?
Okay. One more time. Listen and pay attention.
Lesson 15. Work and free time. Pronunciation practice. Listen and repeat.
Your job.
What's your job?
Free time.
What do you do?
What do you do in your free time?
Okay, let's write it down so that you guys can visualize what we're saying, what we're hearing actually.
Lesson 15. Work and free time. Pronunciation practice. Listen and repeat.
Your job.
Okay, so everybody repeat. Your job.
Your job.
Good job.
Very good. Your job.
What's your job?
What's your job?
What's your job?
What's your job? What's your job? Very good.
Free time.
Free time.
Free
Right time.
time.
Time. Very good. Free time.
What do you do?
What do you do?
What do you do?
What do you do? What do you do? Very good.
What do you do in your free time?
What do you
What
do?
do you do?
What do you do? Free time.
Do you do in
And
your
free
free
time.
time? Okay. What do you do in your free time? All right. Repeat, please. Your job.
Your job.
Your job.
What's your job?
What's your job?
Job.
Very good. Free time.
Free time.
Time.
What do you do?
What do you do?
What do you do in your free time?
What do
What
you
do
What do you
do?
do in for
Time.
your free time?
Very good. All right. Any questions?
No.
No.
No? All right. Let's continue. We have the consolidation exercise. All right. I am going to play the audio for you guys again. You guys are going to listen and try to complete the exercise. All right. Okay.
Language focus.
Do you like your job?
Yes, it's great.
Is it interesting?
No, it's boring. I love to travel.
I like to listen to music.
I spend time with my friends.
What about you?
All right. Again.
Language focus.
Do you like your job?
Yes, it's great.
Is it interesting?
No, it's boring. I love to travel.
I like to listen to music.
I spend time with my friends.
What about you?
All right. Questions so far? No? Okay, one more time.
Language focus.
Do you like your job?
Yes, it's great.
Is it interesting?
No, it's boring. I love to travel.
I like to listen to music.
I spend time with my friends.
What about you?
All right. Do you guys need to hear it one more time? Vocês vão ouvir mais uma vez? Yes? Okay, one more time.
Language focus.
Do you like your job?
Yes, it's great.
Is it interesting?
No, it's boring. I love to travel.
I like to listen to music.
I spend time with my friends.
What about you?
Yeah? Can we correct it? Yeah? Okay.
Mais uma, teacher. Só mais uma. Tá muito rápido.
Okay, one more time only.
Language focus.
Do you like your job?
Yes, it's great.
Is it interesting?
No, it's boring. I love to travel.
I like to listen to music.
I spend time with my friends.
What about you?
Okay. Did you guys get it?
Eu só não consigo. Não sei se eu entendi direito a última, mas o resto sim.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so first one. Number 1. Number 1. Do you like your job?
Yes, it's great.
Yes, it's great.
It's great. Yes, it's great. Very good. Number 2. Is it?
Interesting.
Is it?
Is
Is it interesting? Is it interesting? No, it's
Boring.
no, it's boring. Very good. Number 3. I love to.
Travel.
I love to travel. Very good. Next. I like to.
Listen music.
I like to listen to music. Very good. Next, I spend time with
Tá certo.
my friends. Yeah, all right. I spend time with my friends. Okay? Questions? No? Okay. Continuing, let's read the role play. All right? We are going to start with an office social area. All right? An office social area. All right. So, Luana, you are going to be B and Julie F. Let's have a coffee break. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Tell me about your job. It's home? Yes. No, I'm a commuter. Commuter. Yes. My office is in London, but I don't live there. No? No, it's expensive. And I prefer country. I prefer the country. I prefer the country. That's nice. Yes, but I have a long journey every day. By bus or car? No, by train. By train. By train. And then by bus. And then by bus. And then by bus or the underground. Mm-hmm. 1.5. And 1.5. 1.5. And a half. And a half. Or in the morning. And the same in the evening. 3 hours a day? Yes. This is long. But the weekends are good. Now, what about you? Very good. All right. Okay. So, everybody, let's practice our pronunciation. Please repeat. An office social area.
An office
An
social
office
area.
social area.
An office social area.
An
Social area.
social area.
Very good. Please repeat. Let's have a coffee break.
Let's have a coffee
Let's
break.
have a coffee break.
Very good. Everybody, let's have a coffee break.
Let's have a coffee break.
Let's have a coffee break.
Very good. That's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
Tell me about your job.
Tell me about your job.
Tell me about your job.
You guys, turn on the microphone so that I can hear you.
Sorry, teacher.
At home?
At home?
Yes. Do you live near the office?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you live
Do you live near the office?
No, I'm a commuter.
No, I'm commuter.
A commuter.
A commuter.
A
a
commuter.
commuter?
Yes, my office is in London.
Yes.
The office in London.
But I don't live there.
But
I
But live there.
No?
no.
know.
No,
No, it's expensive.
no, it's expensive.
And I prefer the country.
And
I
I prefer the country.
That's nice.
That's nice.
That's nice.
Yes, but I have a long journey every day.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I have a long journey every day.
By bus or car?
By bus or car.
No, by train.
No, by
No, by train.
And then by bus.
and then
And then by bus.
Or the underground.
Or the underground.
How long is your journey?
how long is
How
your
long is your journey?
1.5 hours in the morning.
1.5
Hours in the morning.
And the same in the evening.
and the
And
same
the same in the evening.
3 hours a day?
3 hours
a day.
3 hours a day.
Yes, it's awful.
Yes.
Awful.
But the weekends are good.
But the
The weekends are good.
Now, what about you?
Now,
How
what about you?
you?
Very good. All right. Any questions?
No.
No?
Titi, o que significa o alfo?
Awful. All right. So let's talk about the meanings. Awful means terrible, bad. Okay? Yes, it's bad. Yes, it's terrible. Okay? Not good. Awful. Okay? Awful. Terrível, horroroso. Okay? It's awful. But the weekends are good. Okay? So, coffee break. What's a coffee break, you guys? Coffee break.
Pausa pro café?
Yeah, coffee break. Okay? That's a good idea. Tell me about your job. I'm a commuter. Do you guys know what a commuter is? I'm a commuter. A commuter is someone who travels to work. For example, I live in São Paulo, right? So I travel to Itapecerica every day, right? So I am a commuter. Commuter is a person who travels to go to work, okay? Normally, if this person lives in a different city, right? So just like here, my office is in London, but I don't live there. Okay, do you guys understand? There's not a word for commuter in Portuguese, you guys. Não há palavra em português equivalente a commuter. A gente só pode descrever como alguém que viaja para o trabalho. Okay? For example, I had a friend who lived in São Paulo, okay, where I live in Campo Limpo, and this friend, he used to go to work every day in Campinas. So he traveled to go to work. You guys understand? So that's a commuter. All right? But I don't live there. No, it's expensive. And I prefer the country. Country in here doesn't mean país. Aqui não significa país, country. Do you guys know what it means? Yeah. Country also means interior or campo, okay? So I prefer the country, okay? Eu prefiro o interior, eu prefiro o campo, all right? Questions, you guys? No? Yes, but I have a long journey every day. Long journey, longa jornada, okay? Jornada longa, all right? By bus or car? No, by train, and then by bus or the underground. Do you guys know what underground is? Underground is the same as subway. Subway?
Metrô.
Underground is how they call metro in the UK. Okay? É como eles falam metrô no Reino Unido. Okay? British word for subway. Okay? In the US, they say subway. All right? All right. How long is your journey? How long is your journey? Quão longa é a sua jornada? One and a half hour. 1h30. 1.5 hours in the morning. Okay? So 1.5 hours in the morning, 1h30. All right? 1.5. You guys, the pronunciation is half and not half. All right? Never say half. Okay? Half. All right? All right. 3 hours a day? Yes, it's awful. Okay? Awful. Terrible. Okay? Bad. But the weekends are good. Okay? Now, what about you? Okay? E você? Okay? The way they use now, a forma como eles usam now é do tipo, e você? Okay? They're restarting the subject. Eles estão recomeçando o assunto. Então, e você? É o nosso então. Okay? All right, you guys? Any questions? No? No? All right.
No.
Okay, so then hold it. Então segura aí. Okay. We have an exercise right here, okay? Tell a visitor about your job and daily routine, okay? So, in this exercise, you guys are going to describe your routine. I leave home at 6 a.m. I travel by bus. My journey takes an hour and a half in the morning. It takes an hour and a half in the evening. In my free time, I like to watch movies and TV shows and play video games and dance and write, okay? All right, so I'll give you guys 5 minutes to do this exercise, all right? If you guys have questions, raise your hands. and let me know. All right? Okay, very good. Raise your hand if you guys have any questions and wait for me to call you. Esperem, aguardem até eu chamar vocês. All right? Do it. I'll be here. Coloca de carro, que aí quando você vende a I travel by car with my brother. my journey take? So how much time? So, banana in the morning, banana in the evening. So, it could be quick. On YouTube. It takes 20 minutes to return to my house. Okay. My journey takes 10 minutes in the morning. I travel in the car with my brother. All right, very good. Then I will control the table meeting. Okay, you guys. Question? No? I want you guys to take a picture of the exercise and send it to me. Ok? Quero que vocês tirem uma foto e mandem para mim. Ok? Tirem uma foto do exercício e me mandem. Alright, please repeat with me, you guys. I work in a.
I work in a.
I work in a.
I travel by.
I travel by.
Very good. I leave home at.
I leave home at.
I get home at.
I get home at.
I like my job. It's exciting.
I like my job. It's exciting.
I don't like my job. It's boring.
I don't like my job.
I don't like my job.
I'm a.
I'm
an.
I'm an.
Very good. Any questions, you guys? No? All right. So let's start lesson 16. All right, please repeat. Lesson 16.
Lesson 16.
Lesson 16.
Very good. Again, lesson 16.
Lesson 16.
Focus.
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 The alphabet and spelling.
The alphabet and spelling.
Very good. Okay, one more time. The alphabet and spelling.
The alphabet and spelling.
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 Very good. Okay, vowels.
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 A,
A.
E,
E.
I, O,
O.
U,
U.
consonants.
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 B,
B.
C,
C.
C.
D,
D.
F,
F.
G,
G.
G.
H,
H.
H.
J,
J.
A.
K,
K.
L,
L.
L.
M,
M.
N,
N.
N.
P,
P.
Q.
R,
R.
S,
S.
C.
B,
V.
W,
W.
X,
X.
Y,
Y.
Z.
Z.
Very good. All right. Please repeat. Capital.
Capital.
Abbreviation.
Abbreviation.
Double letter.
Double letter.
Double letters.
Double letters.
Double letters.
Small.
Small.
Comma.
Comma.
Full stop.
Full stop.
Full stop.
Period.
Period.
Bold.
Bold.
Italic.
Italic.
Very good. Okay, so do you guys remember capital? Capital letter?
Capital.
Maiúscula, letra maiúscula, ok? Não é capital, é letra maiúscula, ok? Capital letter, letra maiúscula. Double letter. Double letter, it's like, for example, Carol and Henrique, their last name is Benassi. Okay, so we have a double letter right
Duas
here.
letras.
Okay, double S. Okay, so double letter is when we have, whoops, is when we have 2 times 1 letter. All right, so they have a double S, for example. Okay, so a double S is a double letter. Okay, double S. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Small. Small. Minúscula. Okay. Small letter. Letra minúscula. Okay. Capital letter. Letra maiúscula. Small letter. Letra minúscula. All right. Comma. Any guesses? Algum palpite? Algum chute? Comma. Vírgula. Comma. Okay? Vírgula. Comma. Full stop or period. Full stop or period. Do you guys know what it is?
Ponto final.
Ponto final. Ponto. Okay? Full stop or period. Okay? It's not the same as, for example, the one that we have when we are spelling our email address or a website address. Não é o mesmo ponto de quando a gente está soletrando o e-mail ou o site, por exemplo. Aquele ponto é dot. Dot. O ponto final quer dizer que não vem algo depois naquela frase. Então, full stop or period. Ok? Bold. Bold.
Negrito.
Negrito. Ok? Bold, negrito. And italic? Italic. Very good. All right. Okay. Any questions? No? All right. So let's read the socializing spots. Please, everybody repeat. Socializing spots.
Socializing spot.
All right. Very good. Okay. So I am going to ask Louise and Enrique. Enrique, you are going to be this little person. Louise going to be this one. So Enrique and Louise. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah,
Are you free tomorrow?
no, this one.
What?
This one. Lesson 16.
You are American, aren't you?
Very good.
Sure. How do you know?
How do
You
you
speak-
know? Okay,
How
the
do you
K
know?
is silent. O K é mudo. How do you
How
know?
do you know?
You spelling?
My spelling. My spelling.
Spelling. Yes, look. Color, not color. Z, not Z.
Okay, okay. You're right.
Very good. Okay, everybody. You're American, aren't you?
You're American.
You're American.
You're American, aren't you?
Sorry? Sure. How do you know?
Sure, how do you
Sure.
know?
How do you
Do you
know?
know?
Your spelling.
Your
Your
spelling.
spelling.
My spelling.
My spelling.
Spelling.
Yes, look.
Yes, look.
Yes, look.
Yes, look.
Not color.
Color, not color.
Z,
Color, not color. Z.
Z.
not Z.
Ah, não, lá.
Z, not Z.
Z, not
Z,
Z.
not Z.
Very good. Okay, okay. You're right.
Okay, okay. You're right.
Very good. All right. Any questions?
No.
No? Okay. So right here, we're talking about color and color. It's the same pronunciation, color. All right? Z, not Z. So we're talking about the difference that we have from American to British English, okay? So this word could be Z or Z, all right? Depending on if the English is American or British, okay? Also, words like color, American, okay? Color, like this, is British, okay? For example, neighbor in the US, neighbor, okay? Do you guys know what it means? Neighbor? Vizinho, neighbor, all right? And neighbor in the US, but in the UK, but it's the same, okay? A few things just change when we write the words. Algumas coisas mudam só na escrita das palavras, all right? For example, practice could be written like this. Praticar pode ser escrito assim, ou prática. floor like this. Okay? All right? Yeah? No, sorry. It wasn't supposed to be like this. It's with an S. Okay, that's the difference. All right, you guys? Okay, very good. All right. So let's do this exercise, all right? Shall we? I'm going to play the audio. You guys are going to listen and complete on your books. If you guys have any questions, let me know.
Language focus.
Oh, wait. I forgot about this part. Esqueci dessa parte aqui. Sorry.
Lesson 16. The alphabet and spelling. Pronunciation practice. Listen and repeat.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, Z,
A, E, I, O, U,
B, C, D, G, P, T, V, Z,
F, L, M, N, S, X, Z,
H, J, K,
Q, W,
R.
Y.
All right, questions? No, they just made a few groups according to the sounds. Eles separaram em grupos de acordo com o som. Por exemplo, they said B, C, D, G, P, T, V, Z, all right, F, L, M, N, okay, you understand? Yeah. Okay, so let's do the exercise. Do you guys want to hear it one more time or no? Querem ouvir de novo? Yeah? No? Yes, do you guys want to hear again? Should I say yes? Okay. I'm gonna play one more time, okay, you guys? Just to sink in, pra vocês memorizarem bem, okay?
Lesson 16. The alphabet and spelling. Pronunciation practice. Listen and repeat.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z Z
A E I O U
B C D G P T V Z
F L M N S X Z
H J K
Q W
R
Y.
All right. Okay, now let's do this exercise. All right. So I'm going to play you guys the audio. You are going to listen and fill it in.
Language focus.
How do you spell that?
How do you spell your name?
Can you spell the address?
Please write the address here.
Okay, one more time.
Language focus.
How do you spell that?
How do you spell your name?
Can you spell the address?
Please write the address here.
Okay, do you guys want to listen to it again? Did you guys finish? Conseguiram terminar?
Teacher, o
Yeah.
último eu não ouvi. O 2 da parte B, please.
Liz.
Please write the address here. Please write the address. Please write the address here.
Please, why?
Please write the address here.
Yes.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, all right. Continuing. How do you spell that? How do you spell? Your name. Your name. Very
Your
good.
name.
Can you spell?
Your address.
The address or your address.
Your address.
Can you spell?
The address.
The address. Please?
Right.
Right. Very good. Right. Please write the address here. All right. Any questions?
No.
No? All right. Let's continue. We are going to read information desk, okay? Information desk. So we are going to read, let me see, Joasia and Caroline. Joasia, F, Caroline, B.
Caroline e eu, né?
Oi?
É a Carolina, a outra
Qual
não tá aqui mesmo.
Carolina?
Mostarda.
Vixe, tá.
Ela tá... Ah, tá.
Peraí, vamos lá. Ok. Excuse me, do you speak English? Yes, a little. Good. Can you help me? Yes. Yes, peraí. Is there a problem? I want a taxi. Well, the taxis are over there. Yes, but I can't find the address. Is it a hotel? Como é? Desculpa.
Address.
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 Address. It is a hotel.
Is it?
No.
Is it a hotel?
Is it a hotel? No, it's my friend's house. Do you have the phone number? Yes, here it is.
Here it is.
Here it is. Thanks. And what's your friend's name? Anderson. Pete Anderson. How do you spell that? P-A-T-A. Sam Anderson.
P-E.
P-E-T-E. Sam Anderson. A-N-D-E. Right? C.
R-S.
R-S-S-O-N. Pete Anderson. Okay, now let's find out the address.
Very good. All right.
Difícil.
All right. Very good. Okay. Let's continue. All right, everybody, repeat, please. Information desk.
Information desk.
Very good. Excuse me, do you speak English?
Excuse me, do you speak English?
Yes, a little.
Yes, a little.
Yes.
Good. Can you
Good. Can you help me?
Yes. Is there a problem?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a problem.
I want a taxi.
I want
Yeah.
Very good. Well, the taxis are over there.
The taxis
are over there.
Taxi are over there.
Yes, but I can't find the address.
Yes.
Yes,
But
I
I
can't find the address.
Is it a hotel?
Is it a hotel?
Hotel.
Hotel.
Hey, no, it's my friend's house.
No, it's my friend's house.
My friend's house.
Do you have the phone number?
Do you have the phone number?
Do you have the phone number?
Yes, here it is.
Yes, here it is.
Thanks.
Thanks.
And what's your friend's name?
And what's your friend's name?
Anderson.
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 Pete Anderson.
Read
Pete Anderson.
How do you spell that?
How do you spell that?
P-E-T-E.
E-E-T-E.
Then Anderson.
Then
Then
Anderson.
Anderson.
A-N-D-E-R-S-O-N.
R-S-O-N.
Steve Anderson.
Pete Anderson.
Now, let's find out the address.
Now,
Let's find out the address.
the address.
Good. Okay. Do you guys have any questions about the vocabulary? No. No? No? All right. Okay, so let's continue. We have one more exercise, and this exercise is going to be like that. You guys are going to write the answers. I want the complete answers, okay? So for example, what's your last name? My last name is Oliveira. My last name is Silva. My last name is Souza, and so on, okay? All right. How do you spell that? And then you are going to write how it is spelled. But the thing is, since in this exercise, they have questions like, what's your last name? How do you spell that? Where do you work? What's the first letter? What you guys are going to do is, you are going to write down the answers, send me a picture, and then here comes the funniest, the best part. You guys are going to record the answer and send it to me. Vocês vão também falar a mensagem, a resposta para mim em mensagem de voz. All right. So I want you guys to, 1, take a picture of your answers. 2, answer each and every question separately. Respondam as perguntas separadamente e me mandem áudio por resposta. All right? Okay?
Teacher,
Yes.
last name é o do meio?
Last. Last. It's the same as family name.
Eu confundi com isso. Thanks.
Okay, last name and family name are the same thing. Okay? So, you guys are going to send me a message, record the answer, send it to me. Okay? I am going to correct, help you if you guys have any questions. Okay? Vou ajudar se vocês tiverem alguma pergunta. And whoever doesn't send me a message, I will write down their names. And quem não me mandar mensagem, eu vou anotar o nome. And on the first 10 minutes of Monday's class, nos primeiros 10 minutos da aula da segunda, vai fazer ao vivo. Ok? E isso vai prejudicar a aula de segunda, então é bom vocês me mandarem. Okay? All right? Okay. Ou faz, então. Yeah. Where do you work? Onde você trabalha, né? What? Where do you work? Where do you work? Yes, exactly. So, for example, if there's any question that it's not like relatable for you, se tem alguma pergunta a qual você não se identifica, for example, where do you work? Oh, I don't work. Okay, no problem. Make something up. Não tem problema. Invente alguma coisa. Okay? Work with a fictitious scenario. Vamos trabalhar com cenários fictícios nessas situações. Alright? Okay, any questions? No?
How do you say eu trabalho como desenhista em English?
I work as a drawer, I think. Let me see. But that's different from where do you work? É diferente de onde você trabalha. I think it may be cartoonist. Whoops. Let me see. It could be drawer, doodler, Okay, so Julie asked, how do you say desenhista in English? We could say doodler. All right? Doodler.
Work and company doer.
I work.
A company doer.
What did you mean? O que você quis dizer? Mas aí não seria uma empresa de desenhistas, seria uma empresa de desenhos, não? Tipo, do you see what I'm trying to go? Você entende onde eu quero ir? Tipo, é a mesma coisa de você falar que você trabalha numa firma de advogados e não de advocacia, entendeu? Drawing company, yeah. Okay. All right. Any questions, you guys? No?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
A4, what's the first letter? First letter do que exatamente?
Of the place where you work.
Ah, tá. Okay. Thanks.
No problem. If you guys have any questions after, if you have any doubts when you're trying to do the exercise, speak to me, okay? Send me a message if there's any questions later. Se aparecer alguma dúvida, me avisem, me mande uma mensagem, okay? Please repeat with me. How do you spell that? How do you spell that?
That.
Very good. Please spell your name.
Please spell your name.
Very good. All right, guys. So that's it for today. If you guys don't have any other questions, do you? No? Okay, so you guys, thank you so much. Okay?
Thank
It was wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You guys are doing a really good job. Okay? Keep good studying, continue to push yourselves. Okay? If you guys have any questions, if you want to talk, just send me a message. I'll be waiting for your exercises. Don't forget to send me the exercises today, okay? All right, very good. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys on a Monday, okay? All right. Okay, so glad to see that you guys stood by today. Fiquei muito feliz de ver que todos vocês estiveram presentes e permaneceram hoje. Okay? All right. Elizabeth, where were you? Onde você estava? Did you guys see? She was working. She was walking.
Teacher, foi uma loucura hoje. Até no carro ela tava.
Ela estava repetindo as coisas no meio do supermercado. Eu fiquei, meu Deus do céu. Onde era isso?
Teacher, foi uma loucura hoje. Saí de casa às 6 horas da manhã.
fui na Receita, fui no mercado, tive que andar de Uber, mas eu tava online.
O pessoal olhando pra ela, que essa doida tá repetindo um monte de coisa em inglês.
Ai, mas eu vou fazer direitinho as lições e te mando as fotos.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. I'll see you on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. Okay. Enjoy yourselves. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you, bye.
Bye, bye.